Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing very well. Welcome to my channel. So I got a question often, and probably everyone who is working in this field, they also get this question, and probably one of the mostly asked question by any engineering aspirant student, that shall I go for mechanical engineering or I shall go for aerospace engineering. To be truth, about 10 years ago, when I was choosing college and major for me, I had the same question also in my mind: shall I go for mechanical engineering or the aerospace engineering? So now I do have a bachelor degree in aerospace engineering, or which is known by aeronautical engineering in my country, and I also have a master's in mechanical engineering from the University of North Dakota in the USA. So I do have the both degree. So I believe that I will be the right person, or at least some eligible person, to talk about it. So today's video is for this. I watched many videos in the YouTube before making this video. I am actually not convinced by the answer that they gave. Some of them are really very good, but I thought that I can add something more along with the existing knowledge in the community. So today's video I will discuss whether you should consider aerospace engineering degree or the mechanical engineering degree as your career or the major. So first of all, I did my master's in mechanical engineering from University of North Dakota, USA, and I have my Bachelor of Science in aeronautical engineering, major in aerospace, from Military Institute of Science and Technology, Bangladesh. So here I want to mention, though I have the both of the degree, and right now I am working for the Boeing company as an aerospace engineer. My work is fully based on the aerospace engineering knowledge that I had, but I also have a master's in mechanical engineering degree, where my specialization was in structural dynamics. My thesis was based on structural dynamics or mechanical vibration in this area. But after having both degree, now I will be very honest in terms of sharing my knowledge with you today. First of all, for mechanical engineering degree, no one has any doubt, like, it's a great major to have. It's a great major for the career opportunity, not only in the United States but also all around the world. So when I was an undergraduate student, I often hear it like mechanical engineering is mother of all engineering, and sometimes I also heard that civil engineering is mother of all engineering. I'm considering both of them are correct. Both of them are my favorite major. In fact, when I was a mechanical engineering master's student, I enrolled 3 courses from civil engineering department. As I mentioned, my specialization or the thesis was in structural dynamics area. We had a very good professor of structural dynamics at the University of North Dakota, so I enrolled 3 courses there. Again, mechanical engineering is a great major with endless opportunities, and it is so broad and so wide that like, if you study mechanical engineering, you can work for the aerospace industry, you can go for packing industry, like where the polythene or packing is manufactured, you can work for utensil industries, you can work for the furniture industries. Like, it's an endless opportunity. You can work from moon going satellite or moon going spacecraft. You can work for also something very eternal things, like which is available in the earth. So there is no limitation. Actually, mechanical is a huge major, and it's so broad and so diverse. Often you will find yourself in a doubt that where I will go. There are so much opportunity in mechanical engineering. So it's a great major. I am very happy that I have a master's degree in mechanical engineering. So when I am making this video, I want to also make one thing assure you, that I also sometimes get this question, that though I have a bachelor degree in aerospace engineering, then why did I went for mechanical engineering in masters? So this is a good question. I will make video on this later. To give a short answer in this video, I want to say that the main driving force behind it was I want to make my profile versatile. Like, once I study aerospace engineering, it's getting very narrow. I will discuss it later. But once I go for mechanical engineering in masters, so I will get a wide variety of job opportunities in future. Another reason is that when I was applying many university in the USA for aerospace engineering graduate program, most of the professors, those who had the lucrative funding during that time, most of the funding was from the United States government or the Air Force or naval or the Navy. So they are bound to recruit the students, graduate student, those who are US citizens. So because I was an international student, I wasn't eligible for those program, so there was not option for me, number one. And I also wanted my profile to be versatile, so this is the reason why I choose mechanical engineering in my graduate program or the master's program. In fact, I am doing my PhD in mechanical engineering till now. So that was the main reason. So now I'm going back to our discussion today, that shall you go for mechanical engineering or aerospace engineering. Now I said all the good thing about mechanical engineering, okay, so what about aerospace engineering? So this is the most conflicting thing. Like aerospace engineering, everyone is concerned, how is the future prospect? Like it seems so amazing that you are an aerospace engineer, you will work on aircraft, you will work on spacecraft, missile, ballistic missile, intercontinental missile. So a lot of things is possible here, right? So it's such a promising measure. What's the problem with it? I will also discuss about it today. So at first I want to give my suggestion when you should consider for going for a mechanical engineering degree without considering aerospace engineering degree. Like when you should be firm to go for mechanical engineering degree between these two, mechanical and aerospace engineering. If you are someone who doesn't have so much fascination or so much specific choice in your career, like it is not like that you should work for aircraft, missile, rocket or spacecraft. If you are not someone like that, like you are very generic, you can work for any industry as an engineer and you are very happy to solve problem there, then I believe that if you go for aerospace engineering, definitely it will reduce your chance of being employed, or it will reduce your area without any doubt. So take my point here. If you are someone who doesn't have any specific choice that I want to be like this, I want to design the aircraft, spacecraft, I want to design the intercontinental missile, I want to design the ballistic missile, then I believe that it will be not wise for you to go for aerospace engineering. Rather it will be best for you if you go for mechanical engineering and if you pursue it. So because you do not have any specific choice, you will have a wide area to work in future as a mechanical engineering graduate. But here if you go for mechanical engineering college in the USA, I do have one recommendation for you. Like when you choose your college, try to choose a college where you have both mechanical engineering and aerospace engineering department as well, or maybe they are both together. So when you are studying mechanical engineering in your junior or senior year or level 3 or level 4 year, try to include some aerospace engineering course as well, which will give you some expertise in the aerospace domain, which will not only allow you to work in the mechanical engineering field but also in the aerospace engineering field. So try to pick a college wisely where you can take some aerospace engineering course as well with your aerospace engineering friends. That will make you more competitive for the job market. And for mechanical engineering is good for those people, I recommend. If you are especially from some of the country who are not developed in the aerospace field, like where I am from, I was from Bangladesh, and we do not have unfortunately any big aerospace company there. Only we have the airlines where you can work as a general engineer or maintenance engineer, which is not expected to be work as a graduate aerospace or aeronautical engineer. Okay, this is not your job. However, if you, I do have respect for all profession, but as a graduate engineer, everyone expects that you will work in the research and technology or research and development, whereas if you have a diploma or vocational degree, you will be working the maintenance, aircraft maintenance work. So this is also a good job, very good route, but as a graduate engineer, it's more expected that you will work in the research and development. So now if I go back to my topic, if you are from certain country like Bangladesh, Tunisia or any other country where aerospace industry is not so booming or less potential, because aerospace industry is a very capital intensive business. So if your country is like that third world country, or like where there is no aerospace industries available, like in that case I would recommend not to go for aerospace engineering degree. Rather, go for a mechanical engineering major. It will be very helpful for you in future. And if you want to work in the industry after completing your mechanical engineering degree, like I said, in USA opportunity is endless, but if you in other country also, I said mechanical engineering is so diverse and so wide that it will be very easy to get your job either in the government or in the private sector. So it is not a problem for mechanical engineering. So like if you do not have any specific choice about your career, like you are not someone who is fascinated by aircraft, missile or rocket, spacecraft, then you can choose mechanical engineering. This will be the best choice for you. Or if you are someone who is from country, undeveloped country or developing country or third world country like me, where I am from, so where aerospace industry is not so booming, in that case you should also consider mechanical engineering instead of aerospace engineering. And point to be noted, some of the countries like India, they are really good in aerospace engineering and aerospace industry. They have very good startup nowadays, and they have some of the really great place to work for, like ISRO. They have the Hindustan Aeronautics. So and their defense research center is also very nice in that field. So they have a lot of opportunities. So in India it is not so much problem if you choose aeronautical engineering or aerospace engineering, but as for concern Bangladesh, I will recommend you go for mechanical engineering unless you have something like that I am going to discuss later. So that's all I talk about mechanical engineering by this time. So now I will discuss about aerospace engineering or aeronautical engineering. So in terms of aerospace engineering or aeronautical engineering, is a very fascinating subject. I found many people when I was a student and when I was going to the graduate school, and also now I am working for Boeing, they are very good at spending their whole time in a day by researching and talking about aircraft, and I'm very proud to work with them. I am actually kind of a person like that. I was always fascinated by the flying vehicle, and they have a very soft corner in my mind. So but in my case I was very different in that case, that many of the people, they want to become pilot, they want to fly the airplane, but I was different, that I was more curious about their mechanism, like how technically they are viable, how technically it's operatable. So when I came to know about aeronautical engineering program in my country, it was a very new program during that time. I was actually the 4th batch student, so it was very new, but I took the risk. I had good position in the admission test. I took the risk and I chose the best thing that I was able to do during that time. And throughout my life, most of the decision I have taken by my choice, not by the chance. So I went for aeronautical engineering by my choice, and there is no regret. If I go back 10 years ago and I was in the same situation, without any doubt and hesitation, I will choose the aeronautical engineering as my major, and I was very happy to study in this major. Now I will discuss in which case you should consider for going for aerospace engineering degree instead of mechanical engineering degree. Number 1, if you are someone, I said earlier, like me, aerospace product like aircraft, missile, rocket, spacecraft, who is very fascinated about it and who has really interest about it, who has a good understanding of the maths. Like I can remember I had a friend in my high school who was very fascinated about aircraft. He used to draw aircraft in his notebook. But actually aerospace engineering is a very math intensive major, so no matter how good you are drawing, it doesn't make any sense. You need to be very good in math and basic physics or theoretical physics. You need to be very good at least in mechanics to study aerospace engineering. So I would definitely recommend, if you are someone who has a very fascination about flying vehicles, missile, spacecraft, rocket, aircraft, and you have a good understanding of math and physics, then you should consider aerospace. You may consider aerospace engineering. And if you are someone who loves to take risks like I do, like you are not so much bothered about whether you get your job after the graduation or not, if you are someone like that, and if you are from a solvent family, in which case your parents is not dependent on you that you will get a job after the graduation, though my situation was not like that, but even though I was a very much risk taker always, so I took this decision. So if your parents is not dependent on you and you are from a well-to-being family, you have the ability to go abroad and spend 2 or 3 years, or sometimes 5 to 6 years more for the graduate study, then I believe that you can consider, if you do not have any specific choice and if you are very fascinated about aircraft. But as I said, some of the countries is very difficult. Like most of the aerospace company in the USA, they are the government contractor. So if they want to design and build any government product, in that case they are bound to recruit the US citizen or the US person. So this is a big problem. So in that case, as an international student, your chances will be limited. However, still now there are a lot of chances, like in the Bay Area, California, there are a lot of startup companies, especially the electric aircraft, so they recruit a lot of international students, so it's not a problem. And some of the big business jet manufacturer like Gulfstream, they also recruit the international student, so that's a good thing. Still now there is door open for you. But I said, if you are really interested and if you do not care about the risk associated with it, you should definitely go for aerospace engineering. But there are some things that I want to mention. If you are a person where aerospace industry is booming, if you are a person who has a citizenship or who belongs to a country where aerospace industry is booming, like United States, which is always great for aerospace engineering major, and France, Germany, then I would say Italy, Canada, Russia. If you are if you are the person who belongs to this country, or those who have the citizenship of this country, like it's not a problem for you if you really love or passionate about aircraft, or if you are not passionate about aircraft, but if you study aerospace engineering, there is a good chances that you will ended up by getting a good job. And also in India also, like India, they have a lot of good industry nowadays, so it is not a problem. But especially people from developing country, or where the aerospace industry is not so developed, they face the problem. So to summarize, if you are someone who is very interested about the aerospace product, then you are also a person or a citizen of a country where aerospace industry is really good, that I mentioned earlier, and you are also little bit or no interested, you are also little bit interested about aerospace engineering, and your citizenship is not a problem also, so you can go for aerospace engineering. This is not a problem. But if you are from a background like me, who is an international student in the USA, still now if you are someone who is risk taker and who is really passionate about aerospace engineering like I am, I had always a dream to become an aircraft design engineer. So in the aerospace industry there are a lot of engineers, but aircraft design engineer, or those who are concept design engineer, they are called the father of the aircraft, of that aircraft. Like we know Joe Shutter, he is the father of Boeing 747, so like that. So I was always interested about becoming an aircraft design engineer, so I didn't care, I went for aeronautical engineering. But when I was coming for graduate school, I had some problem, funding issue, I said earlier, being an international student, so I choose mechanical engineering. But even though I choose mechanical engineering, my research project, master's work, was heavily on the aerospace engineering. So I was always an aerospace guy, and I do not have any regret for it. And if someone is risk taker, even though they are from a country like me, I am from, they can go for it, because at the end of the day your life is yours. So as an international student, if I study aerospace engineering in the USA, can I go for a mechanical engineering job? Yeah, I would say yes, it is possible in the USA. Maybe not possible in a country like Bangladesh, but in US is very possible, because people are very educated here. Those people do not own a industry here by their family heritage, they build it by themselves, they are educated. So even if you are an aerospace engineer, there are a lot of things which are common between aerospace and mechanical engineering. Still now you can work as a finite element analysis engineer, structural analysis engineer, or thermal engineer, even though you studied aerospace engineering, but still now you can work on those area. Now, can I work in the aerospace industry as a mechanical engineer? Yes, you can. In fact, I believe in the aerospace industry, there are more engineers who are not aerospace engineer. So like if you study mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, the number of those engineers will be more than the aerospace engineer. What is my approximation? So why I'm telling it, like aerospace engineering is very specialized, okay? whereas mechanical, electrical, these are very generic. Still now with an electrical engineering degree or mechanical engineering degree, you can work for Amazon, then you can come for Boeing, something like that. So you can work anywhere. This is the best thing of mechanical engineering. But then why I will put myself in too much risk by studying aerospace engineering when I can work for aerospace industry by studying mechanical? Yes, you have to. In that case, like I had the passion to become an aircraft design engineer. Like if you want to become an aircraft design engineer, you have to have a sound knowledge of aerodynamics, you have to have a knowledge of propulsion, you have to have a knowledge of concept design. So in that case, you must need to be an aerospace engineer if you want to become an aircraft design engineer. You can come from mechanical engineering, but in that case you should have at least take the course of aircraft design, aircraft stability and control, aircraft performance. Like that I mentioned, if you study in a department where mechanical, aerospace, both department is available, so apart from your mechanical engineering course, in the senior year if you enroll this course like aircraft stability and control, aircraft performance, advanced aerodynamics and aircraft design, if you are able to enroll this course and make yourself qualified, then even after having the mechanical engineering degree, probably you will be able to work as an aircraft design engineer like what I am doing. Though my master's in mechanical engineering, but as I had a good grade in my undergrad in these courses, so I was able to convince that I'm suitable for this position. So yeah, even if you study mechanical engineering and you want to become an aircraft design engineer, you must have to have this course, or at least you have to have a good control over these courses and you have to have a good knowledge. So yeah, it is also possible to come from mechanical engineering, but if you are from aerospace engineering, definitely you will get the more privilege and advantage to become an aircraft design engineer. So there is a good opportunity for them. So if I want to make a summary of everything that I have said till now, you should go for mechanical engineering if you are not someone who is very curious or passionate about especially aerospace products, or if you are from a country which country is not so much developed in aerospace industry and you do not have any intention to go for other countries for higher studies and you have certain responsibilities for your family. In that case, I would recommend to go for mechanical engineering. It's a great major. But if you are someone which from a country who have a good aerospace industries, like I said, United States, Canada, some European countries, India, so you should definitely go for aerospace engineering. There is no problem if you go for it. And if you are someone like me who is an international student, who is from a country where aerospace industry is not developed, but you have the opportunity to study aerospace engineering, I should say you can also go for studying aerospace or aeronautical engineering. But in that case, make sure that maybe you will not get the job that you deserve. Like you can ended up as an aircraft maintenance engineer. If you are happy with this, then go for it in your country. But if you are someone who is more risk taker, you can come to do the higher study, and after the higher studies you can try for aerospace industries. I said some of the aerospace industry, they really recruit the international students, so you can try for them. Or even if you cannot do this, you can go for other industries to work as a mechanical engineer. This is not a problem here. But in that case, if you really want to do well and implement your knowledge, so you should be prepared to come to the country where aerospace industry is really developed, and like especially USA, Canada and some other European countries. You should have an intention that after graduation probably you have to leave your country, leave your parents and all relatives. So you need to be prepared yourself by this. Or unless if you do not want to get into any government job in your country, like many of my friends in my country, they entered to the government job who didn't get the job in the aerospace industry. So it's up to you, you will take the decision. I did this breakdown. So additionally, I also added one more thing which most of the video missed, that is available online. Like what are some of the extra advantages that aerospace engineers get. Like they can become an aircraft design engineers, who are the popularly known person as an concept design engineer or the father of the aircraft. So this is the great opportunity for aerospace engineer. Like aircraft design engineering, this discipline is heavily occupied by the people from aerospace engineering. So there is very less chances for mechanical engineers. So aerospace engineering is very specialized subject. It's a very fantastic major, I would say. I enjoyed it very much. So if you are someone who is from a country like me, Bangladesh, so even if you are very ambitious person, if you are very risk taker person, and if you want to see how far you can go, if you want, you can pursue this. At the end of the day, your life is yours, so you will take your decision. But in my life, I always took my decision all by my choice, not by chance. So whatever I wanted to do, I tried to do it. I didn't hear anyone. I always hear what my mind is saying. So for me, it is the best approach. Maybe for you, it will be the best approach to listen other, but I am a person who always listen my mind, and I am very happy for that, and I want to continue it throughout my life. I will talk to you soon in any other video. I hope today's information was helpful to you. If you have any further question, feel free to drop a comment below. I will try to reply by texting, or I will try to reply by making another video. Till then, have a nice rest of the day. I wish you all the best and good luck for your next career journey.